In JMP, there is a two-step process for specifying what you would like to evaluate for a neural network. The first step is to pick the variables that you want to include. The second step is to specify the other things like number of hidden layers and so forth in the model. In this example, where we're trying to predict whether someone will take on a personal loan from the bank based on the other information that we have about them, we've already determined which input variables matter, and so that process will not be included as part of this video. To create our neural network, first we're going to select the input variables that we want to use. Actually, let's put our y variable in, and then we'll go grab and select by holding the control key down or the command key down if you're on a Mac. We can select our x input variables, and then we'll include our validation column, which we did in an earlier process, and then select OK. When that happens, this dialog comes up, and this lets us configure the layers that we want to use and the transfer functions that we're going to use in those layers. We also select our transform covariates, which is always a good idea. That way Anne will look and see if it needs to do that. And then the number of tors. So I'm going to select 20 tors here because I want Anne to be able to try 20 different starting spots. All right, so Anne is building and trying 20 different starting places and is going to come up with the very best model. So this is the result of the Anne model. We only had 3 tangent transfer functions in one layer of the model, and we can see the test results, which we're particularly interested in. We can also open up the ROC curve and look at our area under the curve, which is 0.962. So this was one outcome. If we want to be able to iterate through trying different sort of configurations of the network hidden layers and the number of starts and so forth, what we can do is we can just build additional models without having to go back and respecify the input variables. So I'm going to fold this one up and then go back to model launch and then change the way this is configured, and then we'll hit go. Here's my second model build, and then I can open up my ROC curve as well.